Howdy there, welcome back. It's time for more West of Loathing. Woohoo! Okay, so I discovered that the way to get Cowrrupted is to eat a bunch of cow-related items, like food items. And I ate some, but now I have to make time pass to eat, I think, 2 more. And then I'll be Cowrrupted and I'll be able to do that. But for now, we can help these guys at the Fort Unnecessary. I definitely meant to open that. Alright, so let's see how we can help. Howdy, they call me Private Bowlegs. I can see why. You seem uncomfortable. You ain't kidding. Look at my legs. They're bent so far out I can't hardly touch both knees at once. Walking hurts like a dickens. The captain said it keeps you from riding a horse? Yep, they're too wide. Horse slips right out between them. Huh. I think I could ride a mule though, well with them being a tad lower to the ground. Okay, so either you can use your muscle, if you have high enough muscle you could bend his legs back, or you can go to the Alamo Rent-A-Mule and rent a mule for him. That costs meat though, so only if you have enough money for it. But I enjoy the idea that you just use your muscle to fix his legs. You don't need a meal. This is fixable. Hold still a minute. Huh? Well, okay. With some grunts from you and some cries of pain from him, you normalize his legs. Ow! Great jumping Jiminy, woman. Oh, don't be a baby. Look, they're much straighter now. I guess I can't deny that. He winces as he mounts a nearby horse and rides out of the camp. Hooray! Nailed it. Alright. I can level some stuff up now. 50. Alright. Oops. That's not where I meant to go. I'd get some new glasses for this guy. Can't see without my glasses. Alright, I'll work on it. First I'll see if I can help anyone else here. Howdy. Hi, what's wrong? Aw, gee willikers, I had a pretty good job as a general's personal assistant, but I got fired and reassigned here. What happened? Everything was great at first. I'm pretty good at scheduling, and I can write shorthand. I'm an A+ boot polisher, but then the general went and decided he looked more serious and sophisticated with a bow tie, and he expected me to do the tying for him. No good? Nope, I could do a sheepshank and a bowline and a clover hitch, but for the life of me I can't get a bow tie to look right. The general sent me out here with one to practice on, said not to come back till I'd got it. Can give him the clip-on, if you have it. Help him out. I do have high enough moxie. Let's see. You can feed a man for a day if you give him a fish, but he'll eat forever if you teach him how to fish. I want to keep the bow tie. Help him out. Okay, here. Grab the 2 ends like this, right? You want this side a little shorter. And that end crosses over the top and then under and up, while the other side does a sort of zigzag, see? And you bring the upper bit straight down and back around. Then it folds under there, and you pull them tight. Got it? I think so. Let me try it. Let him try. The two of you go back and forth a few times until he finally gets it right without poking himself in the eye. I think I've got it. Thanks a lot. Wait till I show the general. He runs out of the building, waving the bow tie in the air. Good luck. Yay! I love that. Tea. Alright. Bean golem. Small-ish bean golem. I think I'm gonna hold on to that now. Alright. Still cannot figure out how to combine corned beef hash and toast. Try to help him with a metaphor. What if the shinola that they mentioned last time was supposed to be like shoe shining stuff? Because then you could have the toast as shoe and the corned beef hash as shinola? Because then you're putting the shinola on the shoe and putting the corned beef hash on the toast. A shoe. Corned beef hash shinola. Ooh! Oh, yay, it worked! Of course, I put the corned beef on the toast, just like shinola on a shoe. I get it now, thank you. Hey, yay! It worked! Hooray! Alright. Let's see. No one else in here. Is it just the glasses one left? Oh, I'm so good. Hey. Okay, so for the glasses one, we go to the jewelers and ask them to make spectacles. Off the trail's shoulder, you see some ancient petroglyphs carved into a rock. Translate them. Hee. By seventh, the 7th of Guardian Stone. I wonder if any of those mean anything or if they're entirely randomized. Ooh, fancy. Any spittoons in here? No, but there's a toilet. This must be the assistant's toilet. Doesn't have enough rusty scrap metal bolted into it to be a goblin toilet. Your eyebrows are getting kind of wild. Pluck them. That's better. This is a goblin's bed? Maybe? This appears to be their dining table, but they've left on a stack of magazines for customers to look at while they're waiting. They're all in goblin now. Most of them are goblin celebrity gossip. The crossword puzzles have already been filled in. Darn. Oh, hello, a customer. Why, hello. Welcome to Master Gerald's jewelry shop. Howdy. Are you Master Gerald? Oh no, Master Gerald is back there at his workbench. I'm just his assistant and translator. A goblin jewelsmith? You betting your britches, missy, and not forgetting it. He says that's right, the finest jeweler in the territory. Well, what do you know? I don't see anything on display, though. Master Gerald only does bespoke work. If you bring in a sufficiently valuable gemstone, he'll craft it into a fine ring for you for a fee. No trash rocks. I need a pair of eyeglasses for a nearly blind watchtower lookout. Can you guys make them for me? The clerk translates the question for Master Gerald, thinks about it, then nods. Having some old soda bottles for grinding down. Should work in fine. He says, yes, we have some glasses of finest optical quality. Is 500 meat acceptable? Sure. Ooh, yay! I thought I remember having to wait a day in order to get it, but I guess not. The clerk invites you to have a seat in the living area while Master Gerald gets to work cutting and grinding some glass into lenses and setting them into wire frames. You flip through a goblin magazine while you wait. The lead article seems to be about social interaction with humans and the value of occasionally pretending to be dumber than you actually are. Okay, close enough for government working. Master Gerald has completed your spectacles with the utmost degree of craftsmanship. Here you are. Very thick spectacles. Yay! Thank you. Jewelry shop inside. Alright, now let's go back. Fort unnecessary. Unnecessary. Whoa. Several loud gunshots ring out as you round a large cluster of boulders. You dive into cover. Peeking cautiously around the corner, you discover a goblin shooting a large pistol at a pile of nailed-together driftwood. Hello? Oh, hello. What doing, targets practicing? Nope, sculpting. Look! You take another look, and from the right angle, the driftwood does kind of look like an owl, albeit one that's been shot a bunch of times with a pistol. Help them with their sculpture. You teach the goblin a small wind spell to help him guide his bullets a little more accurately. He gratefully gives you a handmade ring in exchange. Yay! Oh, this ring was carved from the sole of a wooden shoe. Nice. I love when your stats start getting high enough that you can actually get more of those random encounters and help out. It's so nice. Use the old bean. Let's do that one. Okay. Yay! Here, try these on. He takes the glasses and puts them on and looks around, blinking. Well, I'll be. Never realized what a dump this place is. He climbs up to the top of the watchtower and peers out over the countryside. They work! I can see a dang thing! Hooray! Great! Yay! Ah, that means I've helped everyone. I did it! Great job, that's everyone dealt with and out of here. That means I'm finally out of this hellhole, too. If we ever cross paths again, I really owe you one. Captain Davenport frisbees her clipboard, snaps you a salute, and marches out of the fort. On a day's work. Yay! Hooray! Alright. Let's do that one. Okay. Yay, we did it! We helped them. Yay! Alright. So, now what I want to do is make another day pass so I can eat the last cow-related things to become Cowrrupted. And in order to get those food items, you have to defeat a bunch of cows. Oh, a giant antagonistic pillar of evil. Alright. So, I went to Hellstrom Ranch in order to summon a bunch of cows to fight. Hey, nailed it. Amen. And summoning them also spread the cow's maiden seeds in a circle. And that's what you'll need to contain the Duke of Hell Cows. So I wanted to show you that because that happened when I wasn't recording. It automatically did that when I went to fight more cows, so. Help them pack their bags. Woo! Okay. I think I want to buy more beans from Murray first. That way I can cook them. Let's see what you got. All-purpose beans. Okay. Alright. Now, let us make a day pass. Okay. Sleep. You go to sleep. You dream that you're making out with a porcelain doll while fleeing from a poem. Weirdly, you fall into a bottomless void. You wake up drenched in sweat. Okay then. That's mosey. Only day 9. All this time. Alright. So, I wanna... Speaking in tongues. Alright. One more. Okay. Yay, there we go. You feel an evil presence burning within you. You moo. Cowrruption. It increases your attack damage. That's something. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Sarsaparilla. I love how there's so many different variants on the sarsaparilla and they're like all spelled differently. Sparkling. Alright. Frisco popped. Yeah, we can do it now. Okay. Oh, before I forget. Sublime. +9 to all stats. Okay. Okay. So now we go to Hellstrom Ranch. Hey, Cowrrupted. Donkey takes a shortcut through what you take to be an old cow graveyard. Suddenly, the entire graveyard's worth of bones clattered together into a giant, antagonistic pillar of evil. Antagonize it back. Another one. Bonk. Hey, nailed it. Here we go. Okay, so in order to get the Infernal Hammer, you have to go to Hellstrom Ranch while Cowrrupted and wander around. And you should get it from a random encounter. You find an overturned military stagecoach. Half buried behind it is a crate labeled supplies in stenciled military type. You dig around in the wreckage and find a manifest. Looks like this thing was bound for Fort Memoriam. It says delivery was declined. Open it up. Let's get back on the trail, soldier. Alright. Half-finished crossword puzzle. Hey. Nailed it. Ooh. Over the side of the road, you spot a lone and gloomy grave marker with a lone and gloomy man in a black robe digging up the grave with a shovel. Hey, what are you doing? The hooded figure looks at you, looks at the shovel, looks at the grave, and looks back at you. Do I really need to explain? I mean, why are you doing it? Well, it's for necromancy practice, right? I mean, you gotta get the bodies from somewhere. That's despicable. Shrug. This is the necromancer's territory now. Your moral outrage isn't really my concern. Did you just say shrug? Fight. Smack. Finish him. Or should I say, finish him. I got a shovel. Not that I need it, but I can sell it. Oh, Wandering Sally. How you doing, Wandering Sally? I don't need that book now because I already have it. I can sell one of these. Cow fangs. So there is a way to cure yourself of the Cowrruption, which we can do after we take care of the Duke. Duke of Earl, Duke. Oh, I just aged myself right there. It's fine. Anything I can sell? Anything I want to sell? The strange silvery crystal you can bring to the jeweler. Super dense gold, I think you can bring to the jeweler, and it can turn into a diamond, if I remember correctly. Same with the unbreakable ruby. Oh, I can sell these. I can also sell the ungulith horn. 999. Perfect. Alright. Let's go back here. Alright. Let's mosey. Pass by a pile of old bones. When you stop to examine them, they assemble into a skeleton. Just a regular old skeleton with nothing special about it, except for the fact that it's attacking you. Now that I think about it, even that isn't particularly special. Gee, what a humdrum encounter. Are you okay, narrator? Do you need a hug? Immune to poison. Thwack. Come on, random encounter. remembered finding it, like, in one of the first random encounters when wandering. I don't know why it's taking so long this time. I am corrupted. Mine. Rock hammer. Huh. Interesting. You spot a small makeshift signpost stuck into the ground a few yards away from the road and stop to check it out. It says free meat. And indeed, there's a small pile of meat laying in front of it. You're so distracted from rolling your eyes at this obvious trap, you almost miss the goblin sneaking up behind you. He's wearing an old buffalo skull as a helmet, which you have to admit looks really metal. Gotta hand it to you, you nearly got me. Good job. Ha! Foolish human has fallen into my clever trap. Now you are giving me valuables or I'm beating you up. You know, this may be the first time I've been mugged by a goblin. Usually you guys are more or less peaceable. I am smart like human. Why making things myself and robbing easier? Smart like human is a very accurate description of that idea, yeah. Talk to it. Giving me your stuff, or hitting you. Calming down. We coming to some kind of agreement? Agreeing with either taking stuff or hidden. Offer to teach them. After some back and forth, the goblin agrees to leave you unhit if you teach you how to set up a better ambush. You give him some pointers on sneak attacks and how to spell meat, and he begrudgingly lets you go. Ha ha! Nailed it! Hello, Penny. She's so cute. She likes to nap next to my computer. You run across a poor jackrabbit with his leg caught in a bear trap. That's for the bears, little guy. You shouldn't be here. Open the trap and let it go. You pry open the trap and the jackrabbit scurries away to freedom, or to get eaten by a coyote. Either way, you've done your good deed for the day. Yay! At least I'm getting some XP from all of these. Okay, El vibrato. Vibrato scraps. Supplies. Ooh, I think this is it. You feel your tainted blood singing in your veins, like they're hearing a song, not like they're being singed. That would be spelled singeing. A smoking crater at the edge of your vision calls to you. Investigate. There it is. The crater is strange, like the thing that created it came from below, rather than above. Oh, you dig through the rubble and find a hammer. Infernal mallet. What I can't remember is if you have to actually equip it, or if simply having it in your inventory is enough. There. Okay. Something tells you ringing this cowbell with your infernal mallet would be a very bad idea. But something else tells you it would be a very good idea. A third thing reminds you that you could also just ring it normally. Ring it with the mallet. Ooh. Who dares summon Duke Bovicus, and why can't Duke Bovicus move? Move. Not cool at all. What are you? I am Duke Bovicus. What are you? Ask my backside as I leave, son. No, I'm Emi McGee. Duke Bovicus hates you, Emi McGee. Release me! What's in it for me? Oh, Duke Bovicus knows what you want. Duke Bovicus knows you want power. Duke Bovicus has it to spare. Let's say Duke Bovicus beefs you up a little bit. You let Duke Bovicus go. That sound fair? No. Duke Bovicus is getting very angry. He does some more flailing, this time even less dignified than before. Leave him to it. Hey, you are stuck there. Hey! At least until a breeze comes by and scatters the cow's bane, but that's not my problem. That's not my problem. Hey, you are stuck. You are stuck. Okay. I'm very pleased with myself. Okay. Hey. Nailed it. Alright. So, there is a way to cure yourself of Cowrruption, and that's by doing the stuff at Kellogg Ranch. That's supposed to cleanse your body. Pachah! You've been bean boozled, son. Hooray. Alright. Okay. So, let me remember. I think if you talk to Kellogg's ghost in here, he'll tell you the steps for purification. You can also investigate the desk, open the drawer, decode the recipe. Ooh. Grab a sheet of paper and consolidate the crazy series of notes into a more or less straightforward recipe. 4 parts barley, 1 part oats, 3 parts spelt. Press to 91 psi. Cook for 8 minutes at 640 degrees. That's very hot. Excellent. Whoa, hello? Hello? So you're a ghost, huh? Yes, it does appear so. And alas, without me here to instruct them in my regimen of purity, all my patients have fled. That's probably not exactly why. They're likely out ravaging the countryside in their own bodies. One cannot have purity of the soul without purity of the body, you know. What's this whole purity kick about, anyway? My threefold path of the elimination of corrupting influences. Would you like to hear about it? So, if you are Cowrrupted and you end the game while still Cowrrupted, it'll affect the ending. So, I generally try to purify myself first. Sure, lay it on me. The first step I call purity of the glands. One must rid oneself of all romantic and sexual desires and cease any self-polluting activities. Like what, smoking cigars? Well, yes, but I'm speaking more of, nighttime activities. Alone? What? Anyway, that's the first step. Okay, what's the second step? Second step is purity of guts. This is accomplished through frequent cold water enemas. Yikes! Any consumption of wholesome and nutritious grain flakes, manufactured through my personal, scientifically developed recipe. What makes them any different from other breakfast cereals? Did you not hear me? The recipe is scientifically developed. Alright, what's the third step then? Final step is purity of muscles. I've developed an extensive exercise regimen, featuring several workout machines that I've invented myself. Neat. And all this together, what was it? My regimen eliminates corrupting influences from the body, thus purifying the body, mind, and soul. Well, that sounds like a good result to shoot for. And it works? Certainly does. Why, just look at me. You're dead. Only coincidentally. Uh-huh. Alright. Dormitory. Keep calm and enjoy nothing. So what, do I have to wear the chastity pants? Where are those chastity pants? I know I have them somewhere. There they are. Do I have to actually wear them? I don't remember. There we go. Okay. Kitchen. Alright. 4 parts barley, 1 part oats, 3 parts spelt. 4 barley, 1 oat, 3 spelt. Do some cooking. 4 parts barley, 1 part oats. Oh, dang it, I forgot. 3 parts spelt. Okay. 4, 1, 3. 4, 1, 3. Woohoo! Multigrain dough. Turn the mixing crank. Your view of the grains in the mixing chamber blurs as it begins to spin at an implausible rate, with a starting ka-clunk, ka-chunk Hidden parts of the machine spring to life. The glass window of the mixing chamber becomes fogged with steam as the grain is mixed into dough. Few moments later, the dough is expelled as a soft, warm lump. Nice. Okay. 91 psi. Insert your dough. Oh. 85. Hmm. 91. Yeah. It should be right. Yay! There we go. Press the yellow button and the machine slowly compresses the dough you've stuck inside it. When the machine is finished, you're left with some perfectly pressed dough. Yay! Alright. 8 minutes at 640 degrees. Okay. Pop your dough into a metal tray, helpfully provided, and slide it into the slot in the oven. There are only 2 knobs, one for temperature and one for duration. You decide to turn the knobs in order from left to right. The temperature knob is on the left, so you'll turn that one first. Are you paying attention? There will be a quiz later. First, the temperature knob. 640 degrees. 8 minutes. Yay! They're great! Nailed it. Alright. Purity is the best sauce. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Grain flakes. Alright. I think I'll have to make another day pass in order to eat those. Alright. Okay. But it means I'll also be able to eat the beans that I made. So that's nice. Do, 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 do. Alright. Dream that you're singing old songs about death while fleeing from a bag of sticks. Weirdly, you get in a fist fight with an angry bear. You wake up quite refreshed. Oh, there we go. Sleeping in those metal pants made your night more restful than usual. Gave your polluted glands a chance to heal a little. They're very pure. Yay! Now I'm glad that I actually remembered to put those on. Okay. Otherwise, I would have had to... I would have had to make another day pass. Alright. Okay. Eat them. Purity of guts. Okay. Beans. Immaculately beaned. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's see. Oh, Fortuna. Spiked coffee. Cactus beer. Burial whiskey. Do 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 do. El vibrato seltzer. Do 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 do. Oh, good. Speed by 3. Caffeinated. Yeah. Alright. Okay. So now we go back to Kellogg Ranch and we just have to do the purity of muscles. Do, 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 do. Alright. Gymnasium. Your body is still wrong. Thanks! Alright. Let's see. Let's see. What I can't remember is the regimen. Do, 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 do. All right. Okay. Anything in the dormitory? I think I unlocked everything that no, I guess not. Cowboy chef's hat. Oh, there we go. Workout regimen. Let's see. Warm-up stretching. Lung expansion 2 reps. Equilibrium maintenance stretching. Skeleton vibration 3 reps. Cooldown stretching. Stretch 2 lung expansion. Stretch 3 vibration. And 1 final stretch. The only thing inside is a dusty old diary. Give me them hot secrets. Oh! Pick up the diary and blow off some of the dust. The cover says, The Diary of Blank Smith. First name has worn away, but you can tell it was fewer than 8 letters. Sadly, the contents aren't particularly juicy. The author joined Kellogg's health program because she had had several relatives with poor health and wanted to preserve her own. She found the ranch to be pretty boring, but appreciated that the lack of anything much else to do gave her plenty of time to spend knitting, which was her favorite hobby. The last entry mentions Kellogg's death, rumored but unconfirmed to be due to a brain aneurysm caused by outrage at hearing a dirty joke, and that the author was returning home. Guess she forgot the diary when she left. Not particularly hot after all. Kurtzvik. Okay. So it was stretch, 2 lung reps, stretch, 3 skeletal vibrations, and then 1 final stretch. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. This is stretch. This lung. Suck on the blast hole. Wow. 2. Okay. 1, 2. Another stretch. 3 skeletal vibrators. And then, yay! There we go. Kellogg brand purity. You feel great. That Kellogg guy was really onto something. Your whole body feels amazing. You feel the Cowrruption leave you. Yay! We did it! Hooray! Tee. Doo doo. Alright. Do 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 do. Okay. Yay! We did it! Do 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 do. Alright. Looks like there's still some more locations that we can encounter. Alright, I'll figure out what to do next. But for now, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a very comfy night. Bye!